My jihad of the nafs is about the goal that comes from the means. And to start me on my journey, I must look behind the scenes.
Is it that you lack motivation? Have you learned nothing from the Prophet's demonstration? Where's your yearn for dedication? Your intentions are emptier than the masajid at Fajr. You could have gotten up, but you chose to stay covered.
The Muslim Ummah is like one body. If one organ is in pain, then the rest of the body should feel the same, or so we claim. So I lower my head down in shame, because this is what it all became.
Because look what happens when you start planting a few tiny seeds. Just one good thing you do leads to another and another. So why not aid this ummah by helping your own Muslim sister and brother? Why not take the Quran and Sunnah as your GPS navigation to lead you into Jannah, saying you have now reached the greatest destination?
Well, the motive for the Muslim Youth Leadership Symposium was actually a brainchild of CARE Chicago, I believe, and it started years ago. And since CARE chapters have all picked it up around the country, and its purpose is to develop the next generation of leaders and activists for the Muslim community.
My vision is I'd like to see a community that reaches its full potential and is active in all sectors of life, and just being the best Muslims we can be and helping others and promote a balanced, more positive image of Islam in America.
Through Mills, we're hoping to instill a passion for activism in these students, recognizing a need in our society or our community, and not just sitting back and waiting for somebody else to take care of it, but stepping up and taking that role themselves and being a community organizer and making the difference themselves.
So what Mills represents, the actual name represents Muslim Youth Leadership Symposium, but it's much more than just being a youth lecture or a 1 hour or 2 hour thing. It's like a whole day leadership experience where youth come in, they get to hear these inspirational talks, but it doesn't just stop at the talks. There's all these activities where you get to get up, tell about your ideas, what you can do to make a change. And so I think it's a lot different than just being, at a small lecture. It's just a full leadership experience.
Mills, we're hoping to create leaders who, most importantly, have the characteristic of taqwa, or God consciousness.
And those who don't know aren't like those who know. Both secular and Islamic knowledge will help me to grow. I'm ready to go searching, for knowledge will not seek, but always keep in mind to practice what I preach. I realize that I should learn from people above me and below, and that half of knowledge is simply saying, I don't know.
What makes people leaders is how well they serve their community. And if you look at what happened with our Holy Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that was one of his main attributes, that he was a servant of the community.
This is the thing that inspired me, for the most part, to go and volunteer at Habitat for Humanity, and I really enjoy it when I go there. You go and you get to work with all these tools, and you see, when you come at the beginning of the day in the morning, you see, like the frame of the house, or maybe it's just the foundation that's there. And at the end of the day when you leave, if it's just the foundation, you've put the frame up. If the frame was there, you've been on the roof and you've put the roof on. And you can see the drywall going up, you can see all the plumbing that's been put in. And so you feel like you're a part of something bigger, and you can see your work take place, what you've put in. You can see it, physically rise up.
They gave us lots of opportunities to become active in our community. For example, volunteering opportunities, and that really inspired me to go and volunteer myself. For example, I'm going to be volunteering at a hospital, and I feel like this really has a good influence on our Muslim youth.
So we encourage you to support us, both physically, financially, spiritually, etc.
It's important that Mills, receives the time and attention it deserves. So don't only, donate to your masjid. Don't focus solely on that. It's also important that you see these other programs like Mills, and you make sure that you give them the support they need as well.
Mills is your future. More importantly, it's your children's future. Please come out, support us, give us your contributions. Whatever you can do, in whatever way that you can do is more than welcome.
Look at me. I am the future. Through the divine, my purpose is to love with wisdom. Care as a humble servant, become active as the changing waters in a river. I am here to love, serve, and stand with my brothers and sisters. Without the barrier of race, culture, or religion, we are one. United, one nation, one God. Look at me, for I am the future. Look at me, for I am the future. And the future is now.